Okay. So, dear student, I welcome you in chapter number 2, polynomial. It's extra question, that is practice questions from outside the NCRT book I am choosing. Here, first question is on your screen. Form a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root. This is the question. So let's see how to solve. As these two are given the zeros of the polynomial. So dear student, we will begin it from here. Let first zero is alpha we are considering, and another zero I am considering as beta. Fine. Now, as we know that the sum of two zeros, so let's add this both 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root. Find first alpha, that is the first zero, and this is the second zero. So what will be the simplification? Of course, when we open the bracket, this plus root 3 minus root 3 will be cancelled, and 2 plus 2 is 4. Now let's work out on the product of two zeros. We know very well the product of two zeros, they are 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root 3. So in such a case, of course, we will apply the third identity, that is a plus b, a minus b, that is a square minus b square. Now, according to this question, what is a? A is 2. What is b? B is root 3. What is 2 square? 4. Root 3 square, it will be 3. Square root cancels, so it will be 3 only. So the product of two zeros is coming 1. So my dear student, two results are with us which are very important. Alpha beta equal to 1 and alpha plus beta, the sum of the two zeros is coming 4 and the product of two zeros is coming 1. But according to the question, we need to form a quadratic polynomial. So let's see how to form using these two details. So my dear student, here alpha plus beta equal to 4 and alpha beta equal to 1. These two important results with us. Now, as we know that the general form of along with the zero of the polynomial. What is that? Please keep this in mind. The general form for this is x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta equal to 0. This is very important result. So I am highlighting it and I am putting it in a bracket. Putting it in a box, sorry. Now let's substitute the value. Okay. So it's very simple to solve further. X square as it is, alpha plus beta, sum of two zeros, that is 4, and product of two zeros, that is 1. So my dear student, that polynomial will be x square minus 4x plus 1. This is the required. This is quite easy. So the next question, practice question, is on your screen. Look at the screen and just see what we are given. Find the quadratic polynomial, each with the given numbers as the sum and product of its zeros respectively under root 2 and 1. It means that here we are given the sum of two zeros, root 2, and the product of two zeros, 1. So my dear student, from where to begin? So let's assume, let the two zeros of the polynomial be. We'll begin with this. Let the two zeros of the polynomial we are considering polynomial be alpha and beta. Right? So according to this result, first we are given here the sum of two zeros. Sum of two zeros means this is alpha plus beta. What it is? Alpha plus beta. According to this, it is under root 2. Fine. What is the product? Alpha into beta. That is 1 by. So dear student, we want to find the quadratic polynomial. So how to find? Let's see. Using these two information, we will apply the value in the general form of it and we will have the polynomial. So let's work out upon that. So my dear student, here the value of product sum of two zeros is under root 2 we are given and the product of two zeros we are given 1. As we know, x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta. This is actually the polynomial. The form, polynomials forms x square minus. In place of alpha beta x, we will put its value under root 2x. What is alpha beta? That is the product that is 1. Right? So in such a case, how to go with that? We will take an LCM. If I choose an LCM, then what do I have here? If I simplify it, then the value will be, if I multiply it with this, then here will be 3. Here I need to write px which is equal to 0. So if I choose that, the polynomial will become here, take LCM. So it will be dx square minus 3 root 2x plus 1. This is the general form of the polynomial. What I have done, I have taken here LCM 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1 that is equal to 0 also you can mention. No. This is the required quadratic polynomial. Yeah. So the next question is on your screen, student. Find the zeros of the polynomial by factorization method. Okay. Here we need to apply factorization method. And after finding the factors, we have to verify the relationship between their factors and coefficients. Okay. So let's work out first the polynomial which we are given is in this form. 2x square plus 7 by 2x plus 3 by 4. So how to simplify? First of all, what I am going to do, I am choosing 1 by 4 common from this. Now you will ask me, ma'am, 1 by 4, how can we take out common from here? It's possible. But here only 2 and here nothing. Nothing means consider 1. With the same number we need to. If we take out 1 by 4 common, then we need to multiply the numerator with the 4. So here we will have 8x square. How it is? 4 to the 8x square. Now as you know, 2 is already outside. So we need to multiply the numerator with 2. So 7 to the 14x. And of course here with 1, so here it will be 3. Again I am explaining what I have done. Nothing, I am taking out 1 by 4 common from all these 3 terms. As from here 1 by 4 not possible because nothing is given in denominator. But deliberately we are taking 1 by 4 common. So in such a case we need to multiply the numerator with the same number. So 4 to the 8. Here 2 is already there. We can take out 2 common. But 2 with that also we need to multiply. So 7 to the 14x. And of course here 1 by 4 possible. So only 3 is left. Now don't think about this 1 by 4. Let it be as it is. Think about the middle term splitting method. In that, as you know, 8 into 3. 8 3 are 24. 8 3 are 24. We want to have the factors of 24. Such a factors of 24 so that we should have 14. So we will say 12 2 are. So the factors of the 24 is 12 2 are. So middle term can be split in this two ways. 12x plus 2x. And this is 3 is already clear to you? So, the first two term, let's make a pair. Okay. So, if we make a pair, then I have to take out common something from these two terms and these two terms. From 8 and 12, 4 will be common. X square and x is there, so x common. So, what is left inside? 4 2 are 2x. and 12, 4, 3 are 12. Something you can see, anything can be common from this? No. So 1 is a common factor. So inside the brackets 2x plus 3. So my dear student, the factors will be 1 by 4 outside the bracket. One of the common factors from both of these are 2x plus 3. So let me write it in one bracket, and 4x plus 1 in another bracket. So my dear student, here you can see we will have these are the factors 1 by 4, 4x plus 1 and 2x plus 3. These are the factors. Now we will compare it. This is the px, and as we know px equal to 0 because these three are already the factors of this px. So let's see how to do further. As here px equal to 0. So my dear student, here what we got through the factors 1 by 4. Then one of the factor was this and another factor was this. This is equal to 0. So let's simplify. As you know that this 4 will be multiplied to this side, so it will give the result 0. So we will have here 4x plus 1 and 2x plus 3, which is equal to 0. Therefore, 4x plus 1 equal to 0 and 2x plus 3 equal to 0. So dear student, here x will be, this plus 1 will be minus 1 and this is 4 divided by 4. Another factor from this we will get is minus 3 by 2. As we know this plus 3 I am taking to that side, so it will become minus 3 by 2. So finally, the two factors of the polynomial are this. X equal to minus 1 by 4 and another is minus 3 by 2. So these are called the zeros of the polynomial. You know very well. So let me call. Therefore, zeros of the polynomial. Therefore, the zeros of the px polynomial alpha equal to minus 1 by 4 and of course beta the another factor which we are gaining the value of x that will be called as another factor, that is the zeros of the polynomial. So these two are the zeros of the polynomial. Now as usual, these are the first question which we are asked to find, but along with that they have asked to find the we need to check the relationship. Okay, so first of all, how to check the relationship? Alpha plus beta. So let me add both of this, minus 1 by 4 and this is minus 3 by 2. So my dear student, if I take an LCM, so here it will be 4 is the LCM. So I need to multiply here with 1, here with 2, you know. So 2, 3 are 6. So it is coming minus 7 by 4. The sum of two zeros, that is minus 7 by 4. But as we know that sum of the two zeros can be considered, can be measured through this also. Okay, so let's work out upon this. Alpha plus beta is minus b by a, as you know, right? Now according to this, what is minus b? That is very important. Minus b, it means the coefficient of x square. My x, coefficient of x. So first of all, I think we need to mention through the polynomial. Okay, let's work out upon that first, then we will go with that. Okay, let's see the next step. As you keep this value in the mind, that is sum of two zeros is coming minus 7 by 4. So dear student, here we got the value of alpha plus beta, that is minus 7 by 4. Okay, what is our original polynomial? Let's see for that. Original polynomial is 2x square plus 7 by 2x and plus 3 by 2. This was the question. In that, what is a? As you know, a is the coefficient of x square, that is 2. What is b? B is the coefficient of x, that is 7 by 2. Fine. What is c? C is the constant term, that is 3 by 4. Right? Now, as we know that alpha plus beta, that is minus b by a. So my dear student, here it is minus and this 7 by 2 in numerator, that is the value of b I am writing here. What about a? A is 2. So in numerator we will have minus 7 and 2 2 are 4 here. So you can check here, alpha plus beta is coming 7 minus 7 by 4. It is similar with this. So we can say that alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. This is the relationship, first relationship. Okay. Now work out on the second. I hope this much is clear. Minus b by a, this value we have put it here. The value of b is 7 by 2. In bracket I have written, and 2 2 are 4. This is in the product, so it will become minus 7 by 4. So my dear student, alpha plus beta is minus b by a. Both the answer is coming similar. You can see here. Yeah. Now let's work out on the alpha beta. That is the product of two zeros. First zero. The first zero was minus 1 by 4. Then another zero was minus 3 by 2. So let's multiply. If we multiply it, then minus minus will be plus. So it will become 1 3 ja 3, 4 2 ja 8. So the product of two zero is coming 3 by 8. But as we know, product of two zeros is the c by a. And what is c? C is a constant term, that is already 3 by 4. So let me put its a value here. What is a? A is a coefficient of x squared, that is 2. So I am mentioning it here 2. So dear student, 4 2 are 8. So in both the cases answer is coming similar. Here also 3 by 8, 3 by 8. So it satisfies alpha beta. The product of two zero is coming 3 by 8. This is complete. It is showing the relationship of the coefficient with their zeros. Here, so this is the complete solution of this question, which is quite easy and interesting also. I hope you like that. My dear student, the next question is on your screen. If zeros of the polynomial x square plus 4x plus 2a, this is the polynomial. Zeros are alpha and 2 by alpha. This is alpha. The zeros of this polynomial, we are given alpha and 2 by alpha. Then find the value of a. So my dear student, first what is the polynomial? Think about it. X square plus 4x plus 2a. This is the polynomial. Fine. Now as you can see here, a is already given. So to avoid any confusion, let's consider capital A is the coefficient of x square, which is 1. Capital B, that is the coefficient of x, I am considering as 4. And C, which is a constant term, this I am considering 3. This is capital C. Right? So my dear student, again you can see here the zeros of the polynomial generally we define by alpha beta. But here symbolically alpha has been used already in that. So what we are going to do? So first simple. As we know that according to the given detail, we will work out upon this thing only, the product of two zeros. Okay? Product of two zeros. Why I have written that you will come to know easily. Product of two zeros I am talking about first. First is alpha, you know. First product, first zero is alpha. Another zero is 2 by alpha. So let me write here 2 by alpha. So simple, I should say this will be cancelled. Clear to you? This will be cancelled. What is left? That is 2. And as we know that product of two zeros we can define by C by A. Here for our convenience we have taken the symbol capital C and capital A. So what is C here? According to this it is 2A. What is A? A is 1. So my dear student, it is coming 2A. It indicates that. What it indicates? Product of two zeros Product of two zeros we are defining by C by A. It means that this equal to this. So it indicates that 2A equal to 2. It implies that A equal to 2 by 2. That is y, which we have to find. So the value of A which we have to find, that is A equal to 1, which is our required. Right? Very easy. This type of question asked for 1 marks on. So dear student, be ready for this type of question. Let's see some more question. So one more question on your screen, dear student. The question is, if the sum of the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square minus kx plus 3 is 2, then find k. Right? This is the question. So let's see what is the polynomial we are given. Let's note down first. Px is a polynomial. So let me write Px equal to, what is Px here? That is x square minus kx plus 3. Right? This is the polynomial. Now we are given the zeros, one of the sum of the zeros. Sum of the zero is 2. So first of all, before we work out on the sum, let's note down what is A here. A is a coefficient of x square 2. What is B? B is a coefficient of x, that is minus k. Fine. And what is C? C is a constant term, that is 3. This much is clear. What is A, B and C? And now let's see. We need to find sum of the zeros. So sum of the zeros, suppose alpha, beta, two zeros. Sum of the zeros, so it is given 2. Clear? Now, as we know that sum of the zeros we are defining by minus b by a. You know very well b is the coefficient of x and a is a coefficient of x square. So my dear student, here it is minus 2. So let me write it in bracket. The value of a is 2, which is equal to 2. So minus plus. So it will become positive. So dear student, next step will be minus plus. So I need to write here k divided by 2 equal to 2. Therefore, k equal to 2 to 4. So this is the required result to find the value of k. Fine. Once again I am explaining to you here. Look at your screen. What we are given in the question. This is the polynomial we are given. You can see the polynomial in that k is unknown variable we are given. Okay. Unknown term. So here a equal to 2, b equal to minus k and c is a constant term, that is 3. As we are given here, this is very important result in the question. We are given sum of the zeros, that is 2. Sum of, let's consider alpha beta is are the zeros of the polynomial and their sum is 2. As we know that sum of two zeros is defined by minus b by a. So let's substitute this value here, and after simplification the value of k which we are asked to find, that is coming 4. So this is the required result. So one more question on your screen. Let's see, dear student. If one zero of the quadratic polynomial x square plus px plus 4. This is the polynomial, right? And one of the zero we are given, that is 2. We need to find the other zeros and the value of t. Okay? So how to go with that? How to work out on this? Let's see. First of all, what is the polynomial? X square plus px plus 4. So my dear student, according to that, a is a coefficient of x square 1, b is a coefficient of x, that is p here, and c is a constant term, that is 4. Right? Beside this, we are given one of the zero. So we will consider, let alpha and beta are two zeros of the polynomial. These are the two zeros of the polynomial we are considering. Okay. We need to find here one of the zero, means alpha equal to 2 we are given, but beta we are not given, that is question mark. Fine. So dear student, how to work out upon that? As we know that the sum of two zeros, that is minus b by a. Agree? Sum of two zeros minus b by a. Now let's substitute the value. What is the value of alpha? We know one of the zero already we are given, that is 2. We have mentioned it here 2. But we do not know beta. So let it be as it is. Right? What about minus b? As we have found b equal to p, so it will be minus p by a means 1. So next step, I am writing here. The next step will be 2 plus beta equal to minus p. Therefore, beta equal to minus p minus 2. So my dear student, the value of beta will be minus p minus 2. This is very important result. Keep this result separate. Okay, keep this result separate and let's sort out further solution by taking the product of two zeros now. Okay, so let's work out upon that. So one important result, we got the value of beta, which I am mentioning here, that is minus p minus 2 we are given. So keep it at a side by side. Now let's work out the product of two zeros. We know it is p by a. So dear student, the product of two zeros, in that one of the zero, it's the value we know 2 already we are given. So I am mentioning 2. Beta we are not knowing, let it be as it is. What is the value of c here? It is 4, a 1. So my dear student, 2 beta equal to 4. Therefore beta equal to 4 divided by 2, so its the value will be 2. So finally we got the value of beta, 2 to the 4, so it is 2. Now what to do further? Let's work out. This value I am putting it in place of this, so we will have the value of p. So beta equal to 2. This is one of the question. This is the other zero of the polynomial beta. Fine. Now this value, we have found this equation in the beginning. So in that equation I am putting this value 2 minus p minus 2. Therefore, this minus 2 will come to this side plus 2 and this is minus 4. So my dear student, this 4 equal to minus p. Therefore, p equal to minus 4. So my dear student, the value of p which we are gaining, that we need to find according to this, that is minus 4. And first other zero, that is beta, its value is 2. This is both of these are the required result according to the question. So dear student, here some of the important question for chapter number 2 we have taken as a practice. Still there are so many, because after all practice makes man perfect. So dear student, please work out on some more questions and give yourself the best practice, right? And dear student, be ready for upcoming video, that is new post from chapter number 1, that is your real numbers. Fine. So we will work out upon chapter 1 now. So remain safe, healthy, happy. Bye for this.